Hey, Wine Wednesdays, Don Tony, I'm here, I'm hanging out, and I'm having a good time. Having a good time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, everything's falling apart trying to get to do this, and things are just falling apart. Today was not going to be so much of a tasting. It's going to be a little bit of the usual tasting. It's going to be a quick education on how you can experience your wines prior to you having a party or something, or if you're trying to share something with somebody. I'll show you what to do, what we're going to do with 3 simple flavors. And it makes it simple and it makes it easy. And the wine we're going to do this on, hi Jerry, is a red wine. It's a red blend actually. It is a 2019 red wine from the Boise collection, JCB actually. Alchemy of the Senses red wine. And this is what the bottle looks like. So, and I hope
back door.
Here's a red wine. Just to remind you guys, I am an ambassador with Bosse Collections. Been doing this for a few years. So, had a little aerator on here because as you can see, I just opened it up a second ago. So you guys are always wondering, people wonder, hey, what should I have with a particular type of wine? If you don't have time, let's put it like this. If you can, make time to do this at home so you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Hold on just a second. I got a sexy kiss from my husband. Hi, doll. That's my doll. Can you tell I'm excited? That's my doll. Anyway, yeah, as I said, Don Tony, the ambassador or wine consultant. Been doing this a few years. And so today, I'm going to do a little, instead of the usual, I'll still do it the S's, where you do the swirl, sniff, swallow, savor, all that good stuff. I'm going to try to open this wine up a little bit more. And it's a red wine, so red wines, you want to open them up, even though this one I kind of quickly aired out a little bit. See how dark that is? Hey, Amy. So, oh, it smells very good. Very fragrant. Chocolate, cinnamon. That's my thought. Chocolate, cinnamon, some berries. This would be good with a chocolate cake. And I don't like chocolate cake, but this would be good with a chocolate cake. Very fragrant, a little peppery. So it's probably a little strong. So what I'm going to have you do is when you do this at home, take a sip with, you could do with several wines at one time, but what you can do is take a sip with the wine by itself. Swishing around all over your mouth. Have the whole mouth experience the wine. Oh, this is good stuff.
Back door.
And for those of you who see this on YouTube, please like and subscribe, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we've tasted it by itself. One more taste because I was running my mouth. A little bit of that berry taste. little bit of the cinnamon, a little bit of pepper in the back. I can't get that pepper. It's in the back. Ooh, not too bad, but you can taste it. So if I'm looking like I'm looking at someone, I'm thinking. I have to think in the distance. So I have 3 different tastes here. I have on my little plate. I know it's hard for you to see. I've got some salt here, sea salt, a little bit of honey here, and then right here I have like barbecue seasoning, like you put on a rub. And what I'm going to do is taste the wine with each, taste to see if it enhances this wine or if it makes it a bad experience. We'll see. Okay? Excuse me. So we're going to try it with the rub first. And what you can do is just, dampen your finger and put it on your tongue. Maybe a little bit more. And now let's taste it, see if it's a different taste. Now, this is nice. The barbecue rub or the seasoning goes well with this red wine. It helps mellow it out. It's a nice pairing. Nice pairing. It really pulls up some of that richness that you get out of a red wine. I'm gonna taste it one more time. Call me a wino. My daddy used to, but I didn't drink then. Yeah, it makes the berry taste pop up. A little bit of a cranberry taste back there for me. Blackberries, maybe cherry. Again, maybe a little bit of smoke too. A little bit of smoke. Feel and taste. Definitely the pepper. I like it. I like it. I like it and I like it and I like it. Anyway. So now I'm going to taste it with a little bit of salt. Got a little sea salt here. Taste it. Oh, that's a lot of salt. Not bad, the salt. The salt makes it taste a little sweeter. It takes some of that boldness out of the wine a little bit. Just a little bit. It still gives it a nice flavor. Yeah. Yeah, different layers of a flavor. The first seasoning reminded me of a hamburger or a steak, maybe in a little chili. This reminds me of spaghetti. I don't know why, but it does remind me of spaghetti. Maybe even a nice seasoned salmon that's, been in the oven, maybe a little crust on it. That's pretty nice. Pretty dang nice. Now I'm going to try it with honey. And when you try this at home, you don't have to have honey. You can use a little bit of sugar if you don't have honey, or agave syrup. That helps too. That's very close to honey. And it'll give you some of that sweetness. A little bit more. Now this may or may not be a good thing, or a good pairing. I shouldn't say a good thing. It may or may not be a good pairing. Depends. We'll see. And just to remind you, what I taste, you may not taste, regardless of the wine, the food, everything. But I'm just letting you know in this situation that whatever works for you as far as pairing with this particular wine, with this red wine, you go with what works. So let's taste it with the honey. Now the honey has it made the tannin come out a little bit more. So the other two, it was calm. You didn't have so much of the tannin, but with the sweet, you have that tannin. You have that right in the back that you get if you have something that's kind of strong. But try it one more time. Yeah, this doesn't, to me, the honey does not work well with this red blend. Does that mean it's a bad thing? No, it just means that it just doesn't work right now. So, at least for this particular pairing. So, there you go. So, real quick, just to remind you, what you can do is do a quick tasting of a wine before your guests come or before you share it with someone. Is you can have that, like I said, have something a little savory. Like, for example, have a potato chip, barbecue potato chip. Very simple. And then your next taste would be some salt or something that's salty. And then your next pairing taste or comparison will be something sweet like honey. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's easy and it's cool, and if nothing else, it's a nice party game you can do with friends. Hey, you guys, let's see if this works with this and this and this. And only that, then your guests will loosen up a little bit, and then you guys all have an idea of what you can pair your wine with based on what your food is going to be. Okay? Thank you, everybody. And like I said, for the YouTube watchers, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it, all right? Let me get a little sip, another pour, another pour, another pour. Maybe I've had too much pouring. All right, you guys. Thank you. Cheers. I didn't want to